right, hello everybody. Thank you for joining. I am Riley with the T Storm Chasers, and we're going to take a look at your forecast. But before we do, here is a brief word from our sponsors at Cube Portable Storage.
What are you doing?
Decluttering?
Moving? Remodeling? In need of temporary storage, emergency cleanup, or just need to declutter? Cube Portable Storage has the perfect solution. Rent your Cube Portable Storage container today.
And don't forget, they got roll-off dumpsters for the other stuff. Call Cube Storage for all your moving needs.
Good afternoon, everybody. We are back here for another video. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. Firstly, taking a look at the national radar picture, and as you can see, it's pretty quiet overall. The only exceptions are the northwestern and the northeastern parts of the country, where we're dealing with some rain and other activity. But for our area, for our Quad State region, we are very quiet. We do not see anything going on this evening. It is quiet. It was a sunny day out there. It was a beautiful day for November standards. It was a really nice day. Hardly any wind, sunny, nice temperature-wise. And so hopefully you guys were able to get out and enjoy another nice November day. Temperature-wise, at the 5 o'clock hour, we are at 52 in Sioux Falls, 47 in Brookings, 50 in Redfield, 46 in Aberdeen, 54 in Rapid City, 51 in Pierre, 73 in Winter. How about that? It was pretty warm out there today. 56 in North Platte. We got 50 in O'Neill. We got 54 in Omaha, 54 in Grand Island. And then into Iowa, 55 in Des Moines. We have 48 in Spencer, 47 in Mason City, 50 in Davenport, and 49 in Cedar Rapids. And then into Minnesota, we got 46 in the cities, 47 in St. Cloud. We got 48 in Marshall, 55 in Laverne, and 47 in Rochester. So 40s and 50s mainly right now, temperature-wise. So we're going to go ahead and jump into the models and look ahead at our forecast, look ahead at what's next. But first, let's hear a brief word from today's sponsor, CE Construction.
From roofing to siding, CE Construction is setting the standard across North and South Dakota. Our expert team delivers quality, durability, and trust on every project. CE Construction, Dakotans helping Dakotans with their roofing and siding needs. Call or visit us online.
Okay, so diving into what's ahead, take a look at your future radar picture. We're going to start off pretty quiet tonight into tomorrow. We do not see anything. Now, I will say northern Minnesota, there could be some light rain showers. And then also out in the Black Hills, maybe out near the Deadwood Lead area, there could be some light rain or snow showers, but very light stuff that's going to fade away. And so other than that, we're looking at a really nice day again tomorrow. So get out and enjoy it because it will not last forever. All right, so looking at the European model, let's go ahead and run this out for you guys. Take a look at your future radar. So again, today, pretty quiet. And going through, we're going to skip ahead to here to Friday. And Friday evening is when things are going to start changing. A low pressure coming in from the west, Montana, Wyoming, North Dakota. A system will be coming in from the west. And overnight, Friday night, snow showers in the Black Hills possible. Some snow showers in northeastern South Dakota, kind of up near the Aberdeen area, up into North Dakota. And then some rain showers, Pierre, Rapid City, western South Dakota. Overnight Friday. And then by the time we get towards Saturday morning, as you can see, we got snow on the back side of this system, Montana, North Dakota, far northwestern South Dakota. And then we have more snow showers in northeastern South Dakota. That'd be Aberdeen over Sisseton down to Watertown, maybe even Brookings. And then rain showers for southeastern South Dakota, Sioux Falls included there, western Iowa, northeast Nebraska. And then as we play this out, Saturday, early afternoon hours, again, that is what is ahead here. This is looking pretty likely. Rain showers in Sioux Falls, maybe a mix, maybe some freezing rain potential, possible. But it does look like for the Sioux Falls area, not really seeing much in the way of snow. It's going to be more rain. And as you can see, backside of this system, snow in northern South Dakota is certainly on the table, as well as the Black Hills region, Rapid City, North Dakota. And then I do find this interesting. The European model is suggesting on the backside of this system, Saturday evening, as the temperatures continue to cool, there could be a chance for some snow showers in Sioux Falls. Now, this is the first time that I've seen this on the European model. Now, it's been showing rain for Sioux Falls all the way up to this point. So I do want to emphasize that it is not out of the question that Sioux Falls could see some snow. Now, snow showers. We're not talking about anything major, not seeing anything heavy. Also not seeing much in the way of accumulation, but some snow showers will be certainly on the table. Not saying it's going to happen. And some snow in Iowa, perhaps, maybe southeastern Minnesota. And then by Saturday evening, kind of move south into eastern Iowa and western Iowa, and then down into eastern Nebraska near the Omaha area. And then that system will clear out by the time we get towards Sunday. System is gone. So it really is just kind of a Friday night into Saturday event. So really it's going to be a one-day event. We're looking at Saturday to be the main day. Now again, it starts Friday night out west, and then it goes into farther to the east, and then Saturday is the main day. Monday also looking dry and clear, not seeing anything on Monday. Same thing on Tuesday, not seeing anything. So, and then Wednesday, a week out from today, high pressure right over us. So it does look like after this system, Friday night into Saturday, after that, things clear out, and we do not see anything in the forecast after that. So that is the current story. So again, you want to be paying attention to the weather, especially again Friday night, Saturday time frame. That is your time frame for rain/snow potential. So that is our quote unquote big system that is on our way. Now, I don't think it's going to be anything. I don't think it's going to be a huge system. It's not looking like it. It's looking like there will be a system passing through. But it doesn't look like a catastrophic or anything major. Now, there could be some snow accumulation. Let me go ahead and see if I can pull that up. Any kind of snow potential. All right, so here is the snow accumulation map, and we play this out for you guys. Thursday, nothing. Friday, nothing. When we start getting into Friday night into Saturday, look out in the Black Hills. A couple of inches is certainly possible out in the Black Hills. And then if we play this out, so this is the total snow forecast over between now and Sunday. And 3 inches, 2 to 3 inches out in the Black Hills seems like a good bet. So Black Hills audience, be on the lookout this weekend for 2 to 3 inches of snow. And up in the northeastern part of South Dakota, in that 1 to 2 inch range, 1 to 2 inches in Aberdeen, 1 to 2 inches in Brookings and Watertown. So there's going to be some spots here in northeastern South Dakota where we could see 1 to 2 inches of snow. For the Sioux Falls area, we're looking at a trace to an inch of snow. Not seeing a whole lot there. And then Iowa actually shows anywhere from 1 to 4 inches of snow. So central Iowa could see 4 inches of snow on Saturday. So that is quite interesting. If you got any folks out in the, north of Des Moines, kind of in between Mason City and Des Moines, that's kind of a spot that could be of interest there for 2 to 4 inches of snow. But again, for Sioux Falls, we're looking at under an inch of snow. Again, a trace to an inch for Sioux Falls. So again, not a lot of snow out of this system, but it is obviously very noteworthy, as this would be the first snow event that we've had in a long time, probably since March. So that is the latest. All right, so let's go over the temperature outlook over the next several days. So again, today was a very nice day. We had temperatures in the 50s. Overnight lows will be in the 40s mainly. And then for your day tomorrow, look at this. We got 50s and 60s returning to the forecast. Upper 50s for Sioux Falls, 60s, in Pierre, Rapid City, and down into Nebraska. 50s in Minnesota and Iowa. And then on Friday, looking at another nice day for, this is going to be the last nice day out of this forecast. Sioux Falls, mid-50s, very nice. Mid-50s, out near Pierre, Rapid City, down in Nebraska, temperatures will reach the 60s, and then 60s down in Iowa as well. Now, you do notice, to the north, we do have some cooler temperatures, 43, 40s for temperatures, northeastern South Dakota into Minnesota. So, you do notice that trend that there will be some cooler weather not too far north of us. And then on Saturday, watch what happens here. We have temperatures dipping into the 20s for some of us, on the Black Hills, and then northeastern South Dakota. Temperatures in the 20s. Near 40 in Sioux Falls for a high. 40s and 50s down in Nebraska. 30s in Iowa and Minnesota. And then look at that. By Saturday night, overnight lows in the teens and 20s. That is quite the change of pace. That is a big difference from what we've been seeing the last several months. This is some of the coldest weather we've seen in a long time. And then Sunday for a high. How about 30s for a high on Sunday? So yeah, it is going to be much cooler than it has been. And Monday, it does look like we'll start to break out of it on Monday. Temperatures in the 30s for Sioux Falls, 30s in Minnesota, 30s in Iowa, but 40s and 50s back into the forecast for South Dakota and Nebraska. Maybe even some 60-degree weather returning near Rapid City on Monday. And then on Tuesday, looking at another nice day. So it does look like next week will be a nice, warm, mild forecast next week. Mid-50s for Sioux Falls on Tuesday. And then 60s, maybe even a 70-degree out in Rapid City. That is certainly on the table. And then on Wednesday, 50s and 60s once again in the forecast. Near 60 in Sioux Falls. This is a week out from today. So 60 degrees in Sioux Falls, 60s in Nebraska and Iowa, 50s in Minnesota, and 50s in South Dakota. So it looks like a really nice mild forecast. Looks next week. Looks pretty possible. And looks like we might have a nice week next week. And, we'll see what happens after that. We might dip back again later next week. But it does look like next week is going to be a nice forecast, a mild temperatures. And now let's look at something else that we haven't looked at in a long time, something I haven't brought out for quite a long time. That is the wind chill map. How cold is it really going to get? Well, let's go ahead and play this out. Now, we're not going to see anything in terms of wind chill really until we get towards this weekend with that system coming in. Again, tomorrow and Friday, looking like very nice, pleasant November days. So hopefully you guys can get out and enjoy that. But once we get towards Saturday, you start to notice the wind chill factor in here. Temperatures, wind chills in the teens for northeastern South Dakota and the Black Hills. And then watch what happens here. Saturday nights, we could have wind chills in the single digits in northeastern South Dakota, near Watertown, up near Mulbridge. That is looking more and more likely that we will have single-digit wind chills. I mean, it's going to feel really cold this weekend. Saturday night into Sunday morning, we are going to have wind chills in the single digits in spots in South Dakota, Minnesota, Nebraska, Iowa, Quad State region. So something to monitor and keep an eye on. But then it looks like once we get towards November 10th, Monday, we'll start to warm back up. So, but yeah, looks like your weekend is going to be very cold. So be ready for that. And lastly, we're going to take a look at your 10-day forecast to wrap today's video up. We got some new 10-day graphics thanks to our team member Braden, so thank you for doing that. We have nice improved graphics for you. So 10-day forecast. Tomorrow, low 60s for a high, windy and cloudy, and then Friday, mid-50s for a high, overnight lows in the 30-degree range. And then for your weekend, there's that system coming in on Saturday. Temperatures in the 30s and then 30s again on Sunday. It's going to be cold out there. Overnight lows in the teens, and then we'll warm back up next week. Temperatures back into the 50s, and then overnight lows in the 30s, and looking more quiet next week. Mix of clouds and sun. And then for the Aberdeen area, looking at a similar forecast. Tomorrow near 60, cloudy, overnight lows in the 40s, and then cooling on down for your weekend, and that system coming in on Saturday. Also to note, it will be windy, it looks like, on Saturday with that snow potential. So that could create some issues. And then next week, warming back up for Aberdeen as well into the 40s and 50s, overnight lows in the 30s. And then for the Pier area, looking at 65 tomorrow for a high, overnight lows dropping into the mid-40s, and then mid-50s on Friday. Low 40s on Saturday with the wind picking up, and then cooling on down, especially on Sunday there with 30s for a high. But then next week, warming back up into the 50s to low 60s, overnight lows in the 30s, and not seeing much of any kind of moisture with Pier as well. And then finally for the Rapid City area, 60s the next couple of days. Going to feel pretty nice out there. Get out and enjoy it. And for your weekend, Rapid City will be cooling down as well. Not as cold though as the other cities, but low 40s for a high. The weekend forecast, windy on Saturday as well. Overnight lows in the 40s next week as we warm back up into the 60s for highs. And weather forecast looking pretty quiet overall for Rapid City as well. So that's going to wrap things up for today's video. If you enjoyed, be sure to let us know your thoughts, drop a comment down below, and be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to our channel. And we post daily, so we'll be back for another video tomorrow, of course. Be sure to follow us on Facebook and X. That is where we are most active. And we also have Instagram and TikTok as well, so be sure to check those out. So thank you for tuning in today.